morning, good afternoon, and good night. This is the first video I'm talking in. Feels silly, every video I've done is including nails in some way. But I just wanted to talk to you guys. I don't know why, I just felt a little inspired. Watching a lot of nail videos, press-on nail videos and whatnot. And I wanted to talk about my nail journey. Nothing terribly in depth. I do hope to maybe one day show off all the different nails that I've had or that I've ordered, because it's the pipeline of going to salon after salon, being disappointed and let down, to finally giving in and doing press-ons at home. But yeah, I would go into salons and be not disappointed. I believe the best nail artist I have ever had was in Texas. So in Texas, we had a nail artist. Her name was Amy. Beautiful woman. I loved her so much. She experimented. You could tell she just absolutely loved what she did. Anything I brought her, she would do. It was amazing. And so I grew accustomed to that. And then we moved to where I live now. And I just cannot find a single good nail tech. It's very hard, and it's not like they aren't good. It's just they cannot do the style that I prefer. I like darker colors. I like geometric kind of designs. I feel like cyber sigil is the best word I can use. Things that are a little out of the ordinary, a darker palette, goth, emo kind of nails. But I don't like them too long. I like them a nice coffin, medium coffin kind of shape, or a nice, very sharp stiletto, I believe is what it's called. Calling myself a nail person, I don't know what the sharp nail is called. I believe I have tried many different nail places here where I live, and they keep just disappointing. And most of the time it's gradual. I believe the first experience I've had here where they just absolutely did not care was this one salon I went to, and I particularly went there on Sundays early in the morning, because the shop owner's son was working. And I really liked the way he did my nails, and the shop owner's daughter was working, and I liked how she took care of me as well. So either one of them I would have been perfectly happy with. And so he did my nails mainly. The nails took him forever. When I say I would go in there and I would get a fill, granted, I do love my designs. I love getting very elaborate designs, but I would always give him options, and what I consider very simple would take him 2.5 hours, and a good hour, hour and a half would be put into just taking off my design, putting on more, oh my gosh, I'm a nail person. I'm claiming to be a nail person and I don't even know what it's called. But it's the acrylic. It's the acrylic layer that they put on top of your nail with the brush and the dip, but it's not dip. Yeah, that would take him an hour, hour and a half, and then my very simple design. When I say simple, it would be it was much different than what I normally go for. I would give him options, and he mostly went for the easiest ones, which was like a line down the middle of my finger, or 2 lines pointing kind of like an arrow at the top of my finger. And these are just on every single finger, this design. But this would take him another hour to get like these colors on. And I really actually don't know why. And I always came in with pictures and a very clear idea. It would just take him forever. It was very disappointing. The last time I went in there, I want to make it clear I tip good. Like, I fully believe this is their art, and I would like it if someone tipped me well for my art, but also I'm not going to tip an insane amount if I am not impressed with your work. The last time I went in there, his mom did my nails, the shop owner. They just completely disregarded me. Like, mom did my nails, I showed her a picture, she did not do the picture, she simply did the first ever nail design I got there, which was just the 2 lines at the top of my fingers to point like an arrow, and she did not put on a top coat. She asked me she didn't ask me if I even liked them. She just put the cuticle oil on my fingers, rubbed my hands, and then told me I was done, and got up and walked away. And then I went to pay. She went back up to the cash registers, did the thing so I could pay, and right when, like, I'm putting my card in the machine, she walks away, completely disregarding me. Like, I could have just walked out without paying, and she probably wouldn't have cared. I did not tip her. I instead dealt with it for the 2 weeks, and then I went somewhere else, which I love that new place. They gave me a drink, it was great. It was pretty much a bunch of boys doing nails, and it was really fun. And I loved the guy that I went to. Sadly, it's just over time, he got got lazy, stopped doing my top coat. Like, I would go home and put on my own top coat. Or he just would rush my designs. And for some reason, the simpler designs really tripped him up. But when I went in with more complex designs, he was like, perfect. But the last time I went to him, it was just too much. It was 2 sets of nails, maybe 3 in a row, that he just was not up to par. The last one I was not happy with, and I still paid, and I left, and I went about not even 5 minutes down the road, and I got my nails taken off, and because I was just so distraught and frustrated. If I still have them, I will add in photos here. As much as I'm trying to stick to no visuals, I really feel at this point in time it is absolutely needed. Like, you will not understand without me showing you. So now to the press-on nails. I'm learning. It's a huge learning curve because I've never done that before. The first set I bought, I ordered while I still had nails on from a salon. And so measuring did not work out that well. And I got nails that were far too big. Far too big. Like, they could go on my toenails too big. And it wasn't until later on, when I did the whole going to another salon immediately afterwards to get my nails taken off, that I officially decided I'm going to properly measure my nails and order some press-ons, that I finally got nails that fit and nails that I like. My first set was a beautiful black and red. 3 nails had roses on them. Second set was a wispy black with like blue heart shimmers and glitter. I'm very particular to coffin, like I said. So it was amazing to have coffin and nails again, because sadly at both salons I had to stick with almond for a short amount of time, which was very disappointing. They would usually say that they could not do coffin nails on such short nails, which didn't make sense to me, because I have had nail techs in the past give me coffin nails on shorter nails, and it really confused me when I grew my nails out and I did the tips, and I got the tips longer, that they still said I could not do coffin. It really bummed me out. One of the other sets I bought was more lacy. I love lace on nails. You will never not see me with a pretty lace on my nail, or at least a jewel, or some sort of hardware on my nail, but nothing chunky. I cannot handle super chunky nails. I need something simplistic, you know, in the charm or jewel department. Designs I will go to your savings into a design. But for jewels and charms, give me like one or two and I'm perfectly fine. My chunky set I'm wearing right now, I have already, in some ways, like broken the charms, and it's really hard because I'm not used to nails this long or chunky, so it's hard putting on shoes or like embarrassing pulling up my pants and stuff like that. I've had to adapt. I never knew how real those how to survive with long nails videos were until I had nails that, in all honesty, are not that long. They are just longer than I'm used to. Everyone on Etsy is just so talented. There's just something about them that it's so beautiful all the time. And it's so much cheaper than what I was spending on nails at a salon. The biggest learning curve is just putting on the fake nails, prepping my nails and then gluing on the nails. Which I have a friend who does her own press-on nails at home all the time. Way longer than I've been getting my nails done. So I had their help. They gave me step-by-step instruction on FaceTime, real time. So I didn't quite mess it up as bad as I could have. But my first set that I put on did not work as long as I wanted it to. The second time around is lasting much longer. I have only had one nail pop off, which is quite the accomplishment, thank you very much. Which of course I can always reapply. That's what I'm loving so much about these fake nails, is I can just reapply it and not sit there and be like, oh man, my nail's gone now. I can just reapply it easily, quick and simple. I'm absolutely serious. If you are at all on the fence about moving over to press-ons, absolutely do it. I cannot be more serious. It is 100% worth it. I recommend it. Absolutely worth it. I hope to possibly make a video where I can show you all these nails. So I'll have to keep them in like a little nail book that some people sell, because those are the cutest little things. And I don't really see the reason for it, other than just to show you guys, which I don't mind to do that every once in a while. Because sadly, I do not see a lot of videos for more gothic, emo nails, like darker nail types. So I will happily provide that for you and give you some recommendations on Etsy. It's not even that hard to find it on Etsy, but I'll just give you some inspiration for nails like that. Some comfort, because I am a little disappointed in how not often the darker nail girlies for showing off their nails. So, I will take one for the team. I will bear the burden of showing off my nails. Alright, I think I'm done with my little spiel. I will leave you to it. And you have a good one.